Hello, Julie and Leslie. This is the first of what will no doubt be many screen recordings that will teach you how to use the pertinent features of the Personal Touch Boutique's e-commerce site. Before we get started with the videos, I have to point out a couple of small differences between your computer system and mine. You will notice that my dock is at the bottom of the screen, whereas your dock is at the left-hand side of the screen. You will also notice that because we're on a video recording, it can be difficult to tell where I am clicking and where I am mousing over. Therefore, when I click, you will see a small circle appears around my arrow to denote that I have clicked. You should also hear a faint clicking noise. This allows you to differentiate easily between a click and a mouse over. So, let's get started. First of all, we need to open Safari. We do this by clicking on Safari in our dock. Now, you can see that I have already opened up the back office and the front office. These links appear for you in your bookmarks bar. If you have forgotten the addresses, this is the address of the back office, and this is the address of the front office. I now log in. You will notice that I am using info@thepersonaltouchboutique.com and you are using info@thepersonaltouchboutique.com too. Not to worry. Click Login. In this first video, I am going to show you how to enter a product with images. The process is slightly different to what we discussed because I have attempted to simplify it. So, first of all, go into Catalog and Products. It is my intention to replicate the Bohemia woven dress teal product. In order to do that, I need to delete it. So I would tick the box next to the product I wish to delete, and I would click Delete Selected. I would then press OK. Now, I need to delete the category that it's in. You will not have to do this very often, but it's useful for you to know how to delete a category. So, to delete a category, you mouse over Catalog and click on Categories. You then find the category that you wish to delete. So I wish to delete clothes and all of its subcategories. So I tick Clothes and then I click Delete Selected. It's now asking me, do I want to delete the products too? And I'm going to say in this instance, yes, I want to remove products linked only within this category and no others. Alright, now we're ready to get started. So, to add a new product, we go to Catalog, Products. We then click Add New. You can see down the left-hand side that we have our workflow. These are the steps that we must step through before we can add a product. First of all, we type in the name of the product. I should also note that I have slowed down these videos by a factor of 10% to give you more time to look at exactly what I am doing. At any point, you can pause the video. After adding the name of the product, I then put in the EN13 or JAN code. This will be reflected by your barcode. I will send you the short description for each category of product, which you will modify slightly. For the purposes of this demonstration, all we need to do is write in short description. When you're entering a product into the site with the intention that the product will go live, you will have to copy and paste from the email that I have sent you and modify the description slightly. Beneath the long description, you can see tags. These are the terms that people will enter when they are searching for products. It is up to you to decide what the best tags for each product will be. Remember, each tag must be separated by a comma and a space. I have simply typed in the individual tags here, tag 1, tag 2, tag 3, for the purposes of this demonstration. Now click on Prices. We now wish to enter the price of the product. The only field we need to use to do this is the Retail Price with Tax field. In SEO, again, this information will be communicated to you by me. Meta title is always left blank. Meta description reflects the short description that I have sent you. And meta keywords reflects the keywords that I have sent you. You will have to enter these keywords individually, separated by a comma and a space. Ensure that the friendly URL reflects the friendly URL name of the product. If not, click Generate. In the Association section, we associate the product that we have created with a category. Now, as you will no doubt remember, I deleted the Clothes category. As such, you cannot see it in the associated category list. So I will now create a new category. I can see that on clicking Create a New Category, I've been presented with a warning that tells me that I will lose all unsaved modifications if I proceed. I have not saved this product yet and therefore wish to, so I will then click Cancel and Save and Stay. I will then click Create a New Category. I have saved, so it's acceptable to press OK. I will enter the name of the parentmost category, which in this case is Clothes. And I'll make sure it's checked as displayed. And again, I will communicate this information to you. I want to make sure that it is a parent category, in this instance of Home, and I will click Save. I can see now, from my breadcrumb listing, that I am in Home, Clothes. I now wish to create a subcategory, which is in this case, Bohemia. And I need to make sure that it is a child category of clothes, which it is. Again, I will communicate this information to you. I now click Save. So I can see that I have created two categories, Clothes and Bohemia. If I click on Clothes, I can see that Bohemia is a child category of clothes. So I now wish to go back to the product that I was in the middle of entering. So I go Catalog, Products. I then click on the sample product I was creating. And I go into Associations. I need to make sure that it's associated with the correct category, which is in this case, Clothes and Bohemia. I don't want this one to appear in Home, so I will uncheck Home. Accessories is where I would type any accessories that I wanted to be associated with the product. And Manufacturer is when I choose the name of the manufacturer. If the name of the manufacturer does not appear, you must go through the Create New Manufacturer pane, which is very much like the Create New Category pane. In shipping, I wish to choose Royal Mail as the carrier. We're not applying any combinations at this stage, but we are applying quantities. We need to ensure that the When Out of Stock option is set to the option that we preface. We've now reached the stage where we have to enter images. So, what we need to do is we need to find the image that the manufacturer has published for this product. So, for the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to use the Bohemia teal dress. So I will open a new tab, and I will do that by pressing and holding the Command key and pressing the T key once. I will then go to the Bohemia website by searching for it. I can see it has appeared at the top of my list, so I will click on it. I will navigate to their Spring-Summer collection. Now, of course, this will be different for every product, depending on its manufacturer. And I remember that it was number 9, so I will click once on number 9. I will then go up to Spotlight, and I will type in grab. And you can see that that appears at the top of the list. So I will click it once. I will then go to the capture menu, and I will click selection. I will then bring my cursor to the top leftmost side of the image that I wish to grab. I will click and hold the left mouse key. I will then drag the box out, as you can see here, to the bottom rightmost of the image that I wish to preserve. And I will let go of the mouse key. You can see that the image now appears in a new window, which I can move about if I wish. I will go to File, and I will click Save. I will save it on the desktop, and I will give it a name that I can remember. I will then click Save. At this point, I can close the grab. I can also go back to the PrestaShop backend by clicking on the relevant tab, and I can click Upload an Image. I can go to Desktop, and I can select my image, which is Bohemia. Your selection window may look slightly differently from mine, but the important thing is that you go to Desktop and you select the image that you just saved. I will then click Choose. I will now click Save and Stay. I can see that it's telling me that a picture is being uploaded, and if I leave now, the upload will be cancelled. So I will opt to stay on the page. I can see that the file I've uploaded has an invalid extension. So what I need to do is I need to minimize this window. I need to go to Bohemia. I need to click on its name. I need to move my cursor to the rightmost of its name, and I need to type .jpg. With one left click, it's going to ask me if I wish to change the file extension, and I'm going to say use JPEG. I'm then going to go back to Safari. I'm going to click Upload Image, and I'm going to select that image from my desktop again, and click Choose. You may wish to change the name of the file extension as soon as you've saved the image onto your desktop. However, for illustrative purposes, I decided to show you how to handle and mitigate that error. I can now see, after waiting a period of time, that the image has appeared with the legend Sample Product in position 1. I then click Save and Stay and get no warning about the image being uploaded. I go through Features, which I don't need to modify, Customization, which I don't need to modify, Attachments, which I don't need to modify, and Suppliers, which I don't need to modify. Now I want to find the product in the front office and see how it's been uploaded. So I click on the Front Office tab. I then go to Home, Clothes, Bohemia, and Dresses. I can see that my product is no longer available. That tells me I need to refresh my browser. Once again, I can go to Home, Close, Bohemia, and I can see that my product is here. I notice that it is missing an image. However, I can click on the name of the product, and I can see I am now on the product page. That's the end of this particular video. In the next video, we're going to pick up right where we left off here, and I'm going to show you how to take the image into Photoshop, how to resize it, and how to upload it to the relevant section of the site so that the image appears next to its description.